Hey guys, we're making some Asian inspired sweet and spicy barbecue baby back ribs. So in there I have pure honey and barbecue sauce. You can use any kind that you choose. And I don't have a particular measurement, guys. I really don't. I'm gonna try like a quarter cup of ketchup. A little more maybe. Ketchup. A tablespoon of fish sauce. Tablespoon of rice vinegar. A teaspoon of sesame seed oil. So this is a half a teaspoon. So two of them will make a teaspoon. I'm going to be very careful with the sesame seed oil because it can be very potent, as well as the liquid smoke to give it a charcoal flavor like it's cooked on the grill. You can also use a teaspoon of that. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Some onion powder. Garlic powder. Ginger powder. Chili powder. Crushed red peppers. And we're going to let that cook down. I want it to cook for a good bit to give like some stickiness to it. Get a little sticky, so it be sticky finger looking good. I may have to move over to the other burn in a minute. Now, if you're I'm gonna cook my ribs in the pressure cooker because these are pressure cooked barbecue ribs. because Super Bowl is about to start soon. I don't know, it's only 5 o'clock, but I'm still going to cook on the pressure cooker because I don't want to be in this hot apartment. And we have one more sauce. Some hoisin sauce. I'm sorry, oyster sauce. I don't know why I always call this hoisin sauce. So these flavors are going to give it our Asian flavor. How's everyone tonight? I hope all is well with you. I haven't done a video in a minute, but I haven't uploaded a video in a minute. I have several videos that I edited and just sitting there. Well, I started editing some of them. Turn this on medium heat. When it start cooking, I'm going to put a lid on it and start letting it simmer. And once it get hot, I'm going to taste it when all the flavors cook together. And I'll add on to it if I need to. That's why I just like to start off with a small ingredients, because it's better to add on than subtract. Okay guys, so the sink is nice and clean, the ribs been washed up, but I want to show you how to get this off of the rib, because if you don't get this off, it will make your meat tough and it make your meat real chewy. So you want to get yourself some paper towel. And you want to grab it up in here. Grab this. I've got the paper towel so it'll be easy to pull without my hand slipping. And you just want to pull it back. Uh-oh, that came off. Okay, let's give another piece. It should come right off. This is nice and thick, so it shouldn't be a problem coming right off. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you ever see a baby walk. Like if your baby start walking, learn how to walk. And you want to show people, oh wow, look, she walked. And then you try to get the baby to walk. And for the life of you, the child won't walk. Like you fibbing or something. That's how sometimes things like this happen. When you want to do a demonstration, when you're all by yourself, it works out perfectly. But then when you want to show people, it just causes a big confusion. So always have yourself some kitchen shears. Get you some nice kitchen shears to keep in your kitchen for stuff like this. See how this stuff just pulls right off. Alright, let's try this again. That's what I meant to do, get this to bring it started up. Come on. Come up. Oh boy. see. Oh, wow. No, it's not going to give me a hard way to go. It's not going to do that to me today. No, it's not. I don't believe it's giving me a hard way to go today. It sure is, guys. This is really giving me a hard way to go. Let's try this in. Uh-oh, yep, it's breaking. Oh my goodness. Look, you can see this top piece come off. See how it just come right off? There you go. It just pulls right off. I really want it to come down closer. This is very, very low. It will not dissolve. It won't. It's just, you know, and that little piece get in your mouth and be chewing. So it should be fine. This should be able to be easier to manage, but I normally get all of it off at one time, and you know, all come off together. But I don't. This should be fine because it's going to be impossible to pull this piece up, but it shouldn't be tough in your mouth. Oh boy, I want to save the video of me massaging the rub into the rib, and it didn't save, so I am going to put this in the oven on 450, and we're going to check it in a half an hour. But you didn't miss anything. I just took the rub that I had and massaged it thoroughly into the rib. That's all I did. Placed it on a cooking sheet on some parchment paper, and I put it in the oven. And then we're going to start our macaroni and cheese in a moment. So here you have it, guys. This is my first time checking the ribs. If you notice, I had to take it off the rack. I'm sorry, not the rack, but the sheet pan, because the sheet pan was too big for the oven. So I put it in a foil pan, but I still have it on the parchment paper. I have it on, I'm basting it now. I think it's been maybe like a half an hour. Yeah, so this is my first check. I'm basting really, really good. It's nice and moist right now. And then I'm going to flip it over and baste the other side. And we're going to put it back into the oven and then continue to let it cook. So everything is coming along pretty well. You know, it's a nice piece of rib. It's nice and thick and meaty. I'm so excited. I can't wait until I get into it. I like my pink little slippers for Valentine's. I got those from Family Dollar for $5. They're nice and fluffy and comfortable too. So you want to be careful when you're dealing with the oven. Be very, very careful, because that stuff is really hot. You can really hurt yourself. So here I find that the meat is a little bit too heavy for the way that I'm picking it up. So I have to reposition the meat between the tongs. I'm talking about thongs. Between the tongs, so I'm able to flip it over. And as you can see, it's nice and moist. I don't know if you can see real closely like I can see, but it's nice and moist. And if you notice, I'm really taking my time. There's no need to rush, because I don't want to get burnt. I've been burnt before in the kitchen. It's no joke. So that's a little piece of meat that was on the side. I'm just turn it around in the juices so I can baste that piece too. I think I'm going to go ahead and remove that piece because it's a little smaller and it's already feeling really tender right now. So I don't want it to continue to cook with the other pieces of the meat because it'll get overcooked. So I'm going to take that out eventually and set it to the side and then add it back into the pan once I'm ready to put the barbecue sauce on it. See, I'm taking my time and I really make sure I'm basting it really well. That's a nice sized piece of meat. And that baster wasn't picking up that much juice at one time. So I had to do it so many times just to get enough juice into the baster to baste the rib. So right there, I'm going to be moving the meat out and I'm going to put it on the saucer, set it aside. So now I'm going to basically go ahead and get it covered up and put it back into the oven and check back excuse me guys, check it again. I don't know, probably another 20 minutes maybe, because I'm going to leave it uncovered, I think I'm going to leave it uncovered. I think I'll go back into the oven and uncover it. I don't remember, I'm doing this voiceover, I just... I'm explaining to you guys everything that I'm explaining now. I'm explaining it. Oh, yeah, right there. I'm telling you the difference. One side of the rib is much thicker than the smaller end of the rib. So I was explaining how I was going to cut it and take the smaller portion out because that end will get done quicker than the top portion. But I didn't do that either, and it all still wound up being nice and tender all the way through. One side was not more done than the other, so I didn't have to do that either. I tell you, those ribs were good. I had thought about sharing a portion of this with my neighbor, and I'm telling you, after I ate so many small pieces on dinner time, it was just a half a rib left, and it wasn't enough to share. I had to put me some up for the next day. You know how you cook something and you only cook enough for one meal and you just want seconds and you only cook a little bit? So they were so good, and God knows I'm not ungrateful when it comes to food. I'm always sharing. But if I would have gave him some of the ribs, I wouldn't have been able to get seconds. And what he don't have, he won't miss. So yeah, we're going to get those macaroni started. Wow, that water is busting line. I'm going to turn it down. That's water boiling for the macaroni. You must thoroughly salt your water. As salty as the ocean water. That should be good enough. And season those noodles, honey. Because they will not, once you put the salt on them after they're done, the noodles will not be seasoned. It is a big difference when you forget to put that salt in that water and put enough salt in it. I see people making, they just feel like they're putting salt on the sandwich. No, you have to make that water really salty. And when you taste your noodle, you can tell the difference. For those who had never cooked your noodles in salt, try cook it with the salt next time and Give it a taste before you put your sauce or whatever on it, and tell me. You don't have to tell me, but you could share that the difference. So we're gonna pour. Again, these are my box noodles. I'm gonna zhuzh them up. I say for a dente, you guys, you're gonna cook them 10 to 12 minutes. Just make sure you check the texture. Sometimes I take these and still finish them off in the oven, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna hook them up in the pot and eat it like that. My back is hurting, so we're gonna let those cook and be right back. Oh, let's take a look at this meat. So what I did, guys, is that I didn't turn it up to 450. I changed my mind. I took the cover off, the aluminum foil off, and I basted the back of the rib a little bit. And I left the cover off. You know, the aluminum foil off. If you can see. I'll pull out a little more so you can see it. Can you see it? I'll do the best I can. Can't pull out too much more to fall. And I just put this piece back in because I did taste the piece and it was really tough, so it wasn't really ready. So this looks nice right here. This piece right here. This looks nice. It looks nice. So I'm gonna turn it over and put some macaroni. Put some sauce on the other side. This is one big back rib. Woo! Ooh-wee. Okay, guys, here we go. We have a macaroni drain. I saved a cup of the macaroni water. I always do. I don't know why. I mean, yes, I know why. Because it's the thickening, but I'm going to put some whipped cream in it, so I probably won't need the cheese. So this is Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's. This is not Kraft. This is Cracker Barrel's box of macaroni and cheese. I never used Cracker Barrel before. This is my first time, and I think this is it white cheddar. No, I don't think it's white cheddar. And you want to be careful because this cheese is really, really salty. I forgot about that. So when you're making a box macaroni and cheese, you don't need as much salt as I used in that water for this. Okay, because I forgot this cheese right here is really salty. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. I'm going to put garlic powder in here. And I'm going to use white pepper instead of black pepper. This is garlic powder. This is grounded white pepper. And put a quarter stick of butter. Quarter stick of butter. Let me turn the TV down. Now I'm going to be adding a little bit of different cheeses. Okay. So we got some cream cheese. I'm going to add a little bit of different cheeses. Got some Monterey Jack cheese. Got some Gruyere cheese. Gruyere. The Gruyere. boy. I could have had this already. I got a small pot of sweet peas on over there, guys. I'm going to give that a stir. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look how cheesy it is. Woohoo! Look at that, look at that. Ooh. Mmm, delicious. Look how cheesy it is. Now I had a little bit of cheddar cheese. Because I left a little bit of water in here, I don't have to use milk. Delicious. I got a little bit of, sorry. A little bit of cheddar cheese. If you notice, my gas is off. And all this is cooking with, from the residual, from the hot noodles. Melting with the hot noodles, rather. And once you put this cheddar cheese in, you're good to go now. It may tighten up sitting on the stove while we're waiting for the meat to finish up. And if we do have to add something, we have a choice. You can add some of that starch water, which I don't think I am going to because of the softness in it. I'll use some whipped cream. There's one last secret ingredient I don't have in here, guys. Then I'm going to have to turn the gas on under it for this last component after I add it so it can cook. And it is an egg. The egg helps with the creaminess. I'm going to add a little bit of whipped cream in the egg. And I put the egg in last so it won't cook on that really, really hot macaroni that we had. Now this is when I normally add it in the oven. And actually, I still might stick it in the oven a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Since I did put the egg in, and the egg is not going to cook because it's not that hot. But it surely helps with the creaminess. Look how creamy it is. I'm going to stick this in the oven for like, let's see. Since I'm going to stick it in the oven, I do have to add a little bit of milk. And I'm only going to stick it in the oven for like 15 minutes so the egg can cook. But I'll do with the rest of the milk. We don't need the cheese to melt or anything. That's all melted up. But I want the egg to cook. I'm going to leave it right in this pot. I'm going to put some aluminum foil on my handle. It tastes delicious with all those different cheeses. Now this is boxed macaroni and cheese. Now, you don't have to use the egg. I use it for creaminess, to help with the creaminess. And now if I wasn't using the egg, I could eat this right now. But because I am going to use the egg, I'm going to throw it in the oven for a few. Put some aluminum foil on my handle. I'm gonna look at this meat. Oh, it looks nice and glazy. Ooh, look at that. Look at that meat though. Look at that meat. Ooh, look how it's falling off the bone. Ooh, wee. That meat is showing up there, honey. Well, did you see how how it broke? I just wanna do one more little coating and it will come out with don't they look delicious? The macaroni, that's what I'm trying to say. I really shouldn't cook it anymore because I don't want it to be stringy. Let's see. Let's see how this works. X. Alright. I hope I can cook that way. Uh-oh. I don't think they both could fit this way. Okay. Alright guys, when I come back, this is going to be done. 15 minutes. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, guys. And here you have it. Asian inspired barbecue ribs, macaroni and cheese, sweet peas, and a fluffy biscuit. Thank you for joining. If you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share. And I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. And it feels good to be back on the scene. Enjoy the Super Bowl.